now available in paperback and e-readers. Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. The goddess next door takes on the threat of a deadly digital diva driven to destroy the world in this action-packed, all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess featuring a bonus pin-up and the other 2 books in the Cyber Goddess saga at online bookstores everywhere today. What is the difference between selling and pandering? Well, the difference between selling and pandering is one thing, and that is confidence. Now, a person who sells a product usually is confident because they know the product that they are selling, they know the audience they are selling to, and they know the quality of their product is very good, so they have faith that the customer will go out here and buy the product based on the merits being presented by them in their campaign to promote to them. So a person who sells approaches people usually with a lot of confidence, and because they have that confidence and believe in their product, they can persuade people to believe in the product as well. And it's their confidence that radiates from them that gives people the assurance to go out here and try said product, because that person is coming out here and believing in the product, and that's what makes others believe in the product as well. Now, in contrast, a person who panders to customers is somebody who comes from a place of insecurity. Now, your person who panders, they really don't believe in their product. They don't really have an audience that they're targeting. And in many cases, they are coming from a place of insecurity because they have a lot of fear that the customer will not really want to go for the product. And it's that insecurity that they have that radiates outside, and that's what gives a lot of customers really a lot of doubts about them. And those doubts that they radiate, what happens is this makes them think something is wrong with the product, because if the person who is going out here selling the product, it doesn't believe in the product, then how can they persuade the customer to believe that this product is good, or to spend money on that product? Now, when it comes down to many who go out here and pander, what they want to do is, instead of trying to sell the customer on the merits of the product, what they want to do is try to beg an audience to go out here and buy said product. For example, with some of these comics at Marvel, places like Marvel and DC that are called SJW Comics, many of these publishers, they will try to pander to an audience by trying to say, this is a black character, so black people should buy it. This is an Indian character, so Indian people should buy it. This is an Asian character, so Asian people should buy it. But when you pander to people, you are coming to them from a position of weakness. And when you come to people from a position of weakness in sales, what happens is you're giving people the leverage in the decision to choose whether or not they want to buy your product. And when you pander and come from a position of weakness, this does not really seem appealing to the customer, because they see you coming from this position of weakness. They see you begging them to buy the product. And what that does is put it in people's minds that the product really doesn't have any value, because if you have to beg me to buy said product, then where is the value in that product? If you want to sell products to customers, you have to approach them with confidence. And when you approach them with confidence, when they see you believing in the product and passionate about the product, then they see the value of the product. And once they see the value of the product, that's when they have an incentive to go out here and buy said product, because they see you showing the value of said product. But in the case of many out here who pander, they're thinking that, oh, if I go out here and beg and plead to the person, this, and try to go out here and beg and plead to them, this will make them think that the product is appealing. But why would I want to buy something from somebody who does not have the confidence to believe in themselves and does not really believe in their product? Because a person who's coming from a begging position is not somebody selling a product. No, they are coming from a place of desperation. And if somebody is appearing desperate, that makes people suspicious of that person. And when you see a person out here going out here and pandering, coming from a position of weakness, they are not appearing to be genuine. Whereas a person with confidence, they are genuine because they genuinely believe in their product. They genuinely believe in the quality of their work, and they genuinely believe that this is a product that will improve your life or give you some perspective on your life. So when I go out here and I sell books on the SJS Direct Imprint on platforms like YouTube and social media, I often come from a place of confidence. And I come from that place of confidence because when I go out and put fingers to the keyboard, I put my best efforts forward at crafting the very best story that I can. And then after I craft the very best story that I can, I then try to edit it to the best of my ability. And because I believe in the product, I hire quality comic book artists to put covers on the book that make them appealing to the casual reader or to the average fan out here, because I have a standard for quality and I believe in what I'm doing. And when you believe in what you're doing, then you can get others to believe in what you're doing. Because if you don't believe in your product, nobody else will. And that is something that many who pander really don't understand. Now, many of the people who go out here and pander, they think, oh, if I come out here and try to tell them, oh, this is for you, but it's not really for you. It's just their ego, and it's all about them. And that's another problem with the pandering crowd, is that when they sell, it's not about the customer. It's all about them, and it's all about them being able to sate their ego at the expense of the customer. Now, somebody who sells is not about their ego and getting it sated at the expense of the customer. They want the customer to have the very best experience with the product, and they want to provide the customer with the most high quality product so that they can have such a great experience that they go out here and tell their friends. Because part of sales is building your reputation by providing a high quality product, and then that product being of such high quality that the customer goes out here and spreads that word of mouth. That's what sales is all about. It's about going out here and making a product that is of the highest quality, then going out here when you sell, allowing the customer to see how good the product is, and then letting them come to the conclusion of whether or not they want to invest their money in buying it and their time in having this product in their home. A salesperson, once they have made their pitch, they just let the customer make their decision, and even if it's a no, it leaves a good first impression on other customers when that salesperson leaves that person alone, because that's giving the person space to make that decision, and that leaves an impression on others that, oh, okay, this person believes in their product. And even though in some cases they get a no from one customer, they are willing to let that no go in order to get yes from other customers. And again, that goes back to confidence as related to sales. When a person is confident, they are willing to let one person who says no go in order to deal with the customers who are interested. And that's all part of sales. But the pandering person, they are so insecure, they don't trust the customer to make a good decision for themselves. No, they want them to make the decision that benefits them. They are so eager to get the sale from the customer that they will do things like crowd up on the customer, continue to harass the customer, and continue to try to push for the sale. But that's all part of what pandering is that you don't trust the customer to make the decision that's best for them. You're so busy trying to get them to make the decision that's best for you in trying to get the short dollar. You're not thinking about long-term things like your reputation or your brand. And that's all part of pandering, because a person who panders, they are so insecure and lack so much confidence that they don't trust the customer to make a decision to benefit themselves, because it's not about the customer. And that's something I saw in many of the cases of what they call your SJW comics with these guys on social media. Many of them, they want to go out here and pander to people thinking, oh, I've got this product that will appeal to you, and you have to buy it because I'm making it just for you. But in actuality, they're making it just for them, and they're making it to sate their ego. And when you have a person who panders, again, it's all about their ego. It's all about what they want, and it's not about giving that customer that product that will let them have that satisfying experience. And it's not about giving that customer the space to make their own decision. Any salesman will let you know, or saleswoman will let you know, that if you're going to sell, it's all about giving that customer the space to make the decision that's best for them, and having the confidence that your product is good, and knowing that the product is something that you can stand by and something you can believe in, and knowing that if you go out here and put yourself out here and pitch this product, you know that it is one of the best out here. So you don't have any fear about selling this product. But a person who comes from a place of insecurity and fear, like those who pander, these people, they don't have any confidence, and they sit there and they get upset because their product is not doing well. But the main reason why their product is not doing well is because, one, it's not a good product, and two, they don't believe in the product, and three, they sit there and want to beg the customer. But you don't beg customers to get sales. No, you sell customers, and when you sell, you come from that place of confidence in knowing this product is good, this product is the best that you know it can be, and knowing that this product is not about me, it is about giving the customer something that they would have in their lives and would improve the quality of their life. It's all about the customer and giving them that fantastic experience. And that's something I've tried to do over the last 20 years with the SJS Direct Imprint, even when I was doing with Print on Demand, other companies, and now doing it on my own for the last 10 years. I've always gone out here and said I wanted to give the customer the very best reading experience. I've always wanted to try to continue to improve the quality of my work and raise the standards of my work, and go out here when I make a product believing that it is the best because I tried and made it my best efforts to make it the best, and going out here with full confidence knowing that I have made my very best efforts on every project I have published. That's what sales is all about. And when you're selling to the customer, you have to come from the position of confidence, because if you don't come from the position of confidence, then the customer is not going to engage, because if you don't believe in your product, nobody else will. And if you don't know your product, nobody else will know it. And this is something many in the pandering crowd don't understand, because many in the pandering crowd, they are just so eager to try to get people to like them that they don't understand it's not about you, it is about the product and getting the customer to see the value of the product. It is not about them getting to like you, because that's all part of pandering. And the covert contract some people have with pandering is that they want to use the product as an attachment to get you to like them. And that's what I saw with a lot of these, what they call SJW comic pros, as related to their sales approach. And many of these people, they get upset and they start taking things personal when they wind up getting rebuffed or rejected by the customer. And when you go out here and you get upset like that, what it does is it shows that it's not about the product, it was about you. And you're coming from a place of ego. And when you come from a place of ego, that's going to hurt you in the long run, because you're doing damage to your reputation, you're doing damage to your brand, and you're going out here alienating all of those external customers who see you having these attacks on people who are asking basic critical questions about the quality of the product, or bringing their concerns and their complaints about said product. Those are legitimate claims that a customer has, because the customer is the one spending the money. And if you want to sell the customer, you have to go out here and appeal to the customer in a positive way. This is something that I see many don't really understand about sales. Many are so busy out here trying to force a sale that they don't understand that sales come very organically. Some sales will come just when you advertise the product. Some sales will come much later, when people who are on the fence sit there and think about it for a while, and then come back later and then pick up the product. And the ultimate thing you're looking for at the end of the day is the word of mouth, because the word of mouth is the thing that is going to generate the long-term sales. And this is something that the pandering crowd really don't understand, because the pandering crowd, they are just coming from a place of desperation. They're coming from a place of insecurity. They're coming from a place of fear. But selling is not about fear. Selling is about faith. Selling is about confidence. And selling is believing and knowing that your product is good and your product has value to the customer, and you knowing that your product is the very best product for a customer, whether it be the one you're talking to now or the one who is standing in the distance and may pick up the product later. So there's a big difference between selling and pandering, and selling is something that is going to get you sales, because when you sell, you're coming from that place of confidence. When you're selling, you're coming from that place of security in yourself. And when you're selling, it's because you believe in what you're selling. And when you sell, you're going to go out here and make that powerful first impression on customers. And that powerful first impression is going to go out here and allow you to build the word of mouth that will build your brand and your reputation. Now, if you want to pick up the products on the SJS Direct imprint that feature positive African American fantasy stories and other stories that diversify the African American book market, like the ISIS series, the E-Steam series, the John Haynes series, and the books of the Spinsterella trilogy, you can find all those books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format. You can also find them on Smashwords, the iBook Store, and Google Play. And if you want to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon, my PayPal, or my Cash App by clicking the link in the description box. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe. Now available in paperback and Kindle Unlimited, ISIS, All That Glitters. The goddess next door takes on a bikini-clad bank robber in this action-packed, all-new ISIS series adventure. Get ISIS, All That Glitters in paperback and Kindle Unlimited today.